Why did he ghost you? Before we start, please like and subscribe, and don't forget that you can have a free module of my femininity course simply by checking the link in my description box. Today I want to talk about ghosting and about the psychological impact it may have on you. So, what's ghosting? So ghosting is when you have been seeing someone and out of nowhere they stop messaging you, like they stop talking to you, they stop asking you out and all of that. So yeah, basically it's like a ghost. They disappear from your environment. So it can be extremely painful when you were attached and you felt like, okay, I found the one, this is it. I know that being ghosted is something that is extremely painful when you were like, oh my god, he's so amazing. On paper it felt like he was everything you were looking for. You just can't believe that he ghosted you. So right now you feel a lot of pain, you are angry at the same time, like you overthink things and you don't understand why he ghosted you. So you need to know that a man will ghost you. Well, the main reason why he will ghost you is because he's not really into you, okay? So maybe on the moment you felt like he was into you, but you need to understand that all of that is an emotion, okay? Just like any emotion, it can fluctuate, and at the early stages, it's just novelty. There is no attraction. So for you to make sure that there is actual attraction, you need to stay in your feminine energy and it needs to be in his masculine energy. Then I found out if he's truly into you over time, okay? At the early stages, I want you to stop thinking that, oh my god, this is it, he's my boyfriend. Because if he's not committed to you, then he's not your boyfriend. He considers himself single, and most importantly, he's not in love, okay? This is something that you need to keep in mind. So instead of telling yourself, oh, he's my date, I'm going on a date with him, tell yourself, he's a friend, I'm gonna catch up with a friend. You see, so when you lower the label, you tend to be less attached and you stop, projecting yourself so much. So yeah, treat him as a friend. And when you talk about it, you need to make it clear that for you, he's just a friend, and he's a friend because if he's not committed to you, he's a friend, okay? A date isn't like a status, okay? It's not like a relationship status. You're just, hanging out with a friend, and this is the reason why, like, you should not sleep with him because, again, he's a friend. So I want you to be extremely clear on that, because for the man, there's nothing in between. You are either just a girl he's like hanging out with or having sex with, or you are his girlfriend, you see. And you are only his girlfriend when he's in love. So don't fall too fast and make sure that he falls for you first. And yeah, so when a guy ghosts you, he's not thinking, yeah, I want to hurt her, I will ghost her. It's not that at all. He forgets about you the way you forget something when you go grocery shopping. You see, it's just like when he see your name on his phone or on social media, he's just thinking, oh yeah, I had a date with that girl a while ago, but he's not thinking like, okay, I liked her, I want to ask her out again. He's just like, okay, she's not really my type, I didn't really click with her, so I don't see the point of texting her back or seeing her again. You see, and you are like this as well with men. You don't like too much. Now it's more polite to communicate this, especially when you had more than one date, right? You are supposed to let the other person know that that's not it. You aren't getting like the connection that you thought you would have. It's normal to say that when you had multiple dates with that person, or you can see that that person really liked you. You see, so right now, if you are feeling pain, I know that you are more emotional about it, and I know that you try to understand why he ghosted you, and I told you already, right? I told you that you are not what he's looking for, and that's okay. And you need to understand that you aren't for everyone, just like everyone isn't for you. And think about it, it says a lot as well about that person. Imagine dating this guy, he's very unreliable, he lacks social skills, he lacks relationship skills. You see, you don't want to date a guy who's not reliable. You don't want to date a guy who doesn't have great relationship skills. You want to date a guy who communicates his boundaries. You want to date a guy who communicates his needs. You want a guy who's capable to tell you or to tell other people, okay, this is not working, we have to split. You see, this is the kind of man that you should be looking for. And I want you to redefine what's good for you. I want you to redefine what's a great man to date. So a great man to date is a man with values, integrity, great social skills, great relationship skills. Him being sweet during the date is actually expected, right? Because so him being sweet during the date doesn't mean that he's in love and there is a future. It's just being polite, and most people aren't mean like that, like, you know, face to face. You need to pay attention to how he behaves when he's like alone. Is he still sweet when you aren't in front of him? Those are the things that you should pay attention to, because it's easy, right, to be polite and sweet and pay for the date. And what I've noticed as well is like many women will think that, yeah, he must be really into me because he paid for the date, like maybe he bought them a small gift and all of that. But some men actually love doing that because they like, you know, doing those romantic things. They're romantic, but doesn't mean that they are in love. So take it one day at a time. I know that right now you feel a lot of pain and you also want to understand why he ghosted you, because, you know, intellectually it's gonna make you feel better to understand. So right now, when you feel this much pain, what you need to do is that you need to understand that this is an emotion, and just like any emotion, it will pass. So you need to reconnect yourself with yourself and heal yourself, and you will see that over time you will forget about him and you will move on. You are capable to heal. You will be okay. You are stronger than you think. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget that you can have a free module of my femininity course to learn how to get him to commit. All you have to do is that you need to check the link in my description box and join my mailing list. I will see you there. Bye bye.